Greetings, Multi-Retro Man here. Now, this is a bit of a rant. I did a previous video that I've not uploaded yet. It's all about first buses. Now, the issue we've been having, I had an article, a complaint to Sheffield Star about the company and the X5 bus, because what was happening was, the thing I want to show on here, which is like going to be on there, basically saying that when my children were trying to get the bus, they were sending a single decker. So by the time the bus got to our house or to our road where they get it on, it was full. Or sometimes the youngest two would be able to get on, but my eldest lad would phone up and say the bus is full, he can't get on. So I'm thinking, what's the point of sending a single decker bus when they know it gets full every single day, you know? But they didn't at any time say that there was a school bus, the 605. So we thought, great. So I said to them, look, what the best thing to do then, where both buses will go to the 605 and the X5, go to the bus stop and wait there, which is obviously a bit further from our house, at the end of the road. They have to walk a bit further, but at least if they can't get one bus, they can get the other. Great. Fantastic. And then it happened that the start of the new term, they waited for the bus and they've basically taken the 605 off. It doesn't exist anymore. So I contacted them and said, look, can you confirm whether or not the 605 has been taken off or not? And they said, yes, it's discontinued. So I'm thinking to myself, well, this is absolutely ludicrous. Now, and I said to them, well, what happens if it comes to a point again where the previous excuse was the fact that, you know, with COVID restrictions, they were only allowed a certain amount of children or passengers rather on the bus. Got that? No, I've totally understood that. But what I couldn't get my head around was why they were sending a single decker. Now, they said themselves that they would send a double decker bus, right? Now, that has been sorted. That seems okay now. The children are getting on that bus. Brilliant. The problems come with my daughter going to college. She normally gets the 27 bus, which goes to Crystal Peaks. Now, the issue is, the last week, I think it was, she was late. The last week or the week before, she was late for college because the bus was late, right? So you can think, well, you know, fair enough. There's going to be some instances where they're possibly going to be late. It could be traffic or whatever, fine. But when the bus doesn't turn up, like I spoke to a friend, he said last week, the bus didn't turn up for his son, so he had to take his son to the college. Now, this is on a different day. This morning, my daughter phoned me up. She says the bus is supposed to be, but it says 30 minutes. So I went, right. I said, well, obviously, because I have to take my youngest child to school. I have to take him and drop him off. So I kind of went back home, and my daughter messaged me and said, look, she phoned me and says, the bus still isn't here. So I took the decision then thinking, well, just in case, you know, it's a big delay, I will take it myself. So I contacted first about it on Twitter when I got back home, because obviously my friend's child was there as well. He's one of these other children there that goes to college. He was there as well, so I took him at the same time as I was passing. And when I got this reply back. So they're cancelling buses at the last minute because they can't get staff. And the reason they can't get staff is because they're not looking after them in the first place. How do I know this? Because I know somebody, I'm very good friends with somebody who used to work for them. And he said that the conditions are absolutely appalling. One person has also said to me that when one of my, I think it was a husband, he was working for them. And I'm sure this was first, so I could be wrong, but so I apologise if I'm incorrect here. But I'm sure she said that they worked for first. They had, the husband had a problem with his heart. He was in hospital for 5 days. And he got a disciplinary for it. He got disciplined because he was in hospital about his heart. Seriously? And you're wanting people to work for you? Now, that could be another one. It could be Stagecoach, I'm not sure. But either way, you cannot treat your employees that way. They're underpaid. You know, they don't really get paid for what they do. And at the end of the day, all the company's bothered about is making money and keeping the top managers in money, you know, in the wages. Not looking after the staff, not looking after... And the buses keep breaking down left, right and centre. This morning, there was a bus broken down on the bottom of our road. When I was driving back home from dropping my children off, there was actually a bus and it said not in service. Really? What on earth is going on? First, you really need to sort this out, PDQ, because at the moment it is becoming shambles, and then that's the reason why people are using cars, because buses are not reliable enough. They cost too much as well if you have to pay. I mean, we're a low-income family, but my daughter's got this free bus pass, which is why she got it, because we're a low-income family, and I'm having to use my own fuel. So it's like, I'm in a no-win situation. Yeah, I could get a job, but then I will still pay childminder to take my child to school, pick them up, and look after them in the holidays. It's not gonna. It doesn't work. It's impossible. You know. I mean, yeah. You could say I could work in between time, but when there's an emergency, like let's say my daughter going to college, how's she going to get there? She can't. When the bus doesn't turn up, and that is the only bus that goes to her college because of where we live, what's she meant to do? Walk it? It'd take her an hour to walk along a main busy dual carriageway that goes at 50 miles an hour. Not on. It needs sorting ASAP. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this video. Apologies for the rant, but I felt that I needed to do this video and put it on YouTube. Like I say, I had my previous complaints discussed with somebody in the Star, and as you can see from the thing, I had the pictures that I took myself have been included in the article as well, which I was very pleased about, because you know I do enjoy photography as well, and doing lots of other things, designing, that type of thing. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, I would love to hear from you as well, because I do, you know, appreciate any comments that you've got, whether you think this video's rubbish, whether you've had similar issues yourself, any kind of feedback. Whatever you do, don't put any silly links to any sort of silly advertising sites like one or two people are doing, because they seem to get just deleted straight away, because I don't have spamming on my channel. So, like I said, thanks ever so much for watching. Take care, everybody, and give things a thumbs up and a like or whatever it is. Consider subscribing for more videos, and also check out the other video I've just done about emulation, because if you're into emulation or you're not sure what it is, or you want to play your old games like on your consoles, your computer, that's thing on your PC or laptop or your phone or whatever, the guide is for you to explain how it works, my experiences of what I've done, what I've used, and a lot of people have given really good feedback on saying it's a really good, you know, well written book. So yeah, so take care everybody, stay safe, and let's hope that they get this bus thing sorted out. PDQ. Bye bye. My multi-retro man mug. And on the other side, that is what I did many years ago. Ignore the stain there, Paul. Is what I did about my old Skoda Rapid that I used to own. And it was literally like that. And what I used to do is, in order to do it, I actually run through my mum and dad's bedroom, looked to the image in my mind, went back into my bedroom and started drawing it on my Commodore Amiga computer, because they were the days before we had anything like, you know, digital cameras, digital phones, that type of thing. And that was done on a program called D-Paint. That was my own logo at the top, with and I did a picture of clouds, everything else. Maybe it should have had another wheel at the other side, because it looks like it's got two wheels, but, you know. And like I said, that one's what, you can see if it's clear or not, but that is part of my bang design that I did, which is basically, you got Kong, which is normally at the top throwing balls down, but it's basically a never-ending maze with my logo on there. So if you like that, if you like to buy it, check out the link in the description, and you can buy this mug along with lots of others. I haven't got any more at the moment, but yeah, thanks so much. Bye bye.